Welcome back, YouTube. Thanks for coming back to the channel. Got the turbo home, so hopefully work should start on that. Today I've got a fair bit of salvage, to be honest. I need to work through too much. But yeah, I've doing an Astra, and I decided that there weren't a great deal of money in it. I thought, get a bumper in the right colour. Bought a bumper in the right colour. Wrong shade. So I'll just show you now. So this is a bumper I bought. A few scratches and just age-related stuff. I was kind of happy with it, except when I put it on, it was wrong colour. Now I didn't want to paint. However, it's cost me £9 for the paint on trade. So I'm going to give it a quick squirt, quick buzz down, quick squirt. So if you look on these, that's called an intermediate pad or a soft pad. What it's for is for when you sand around corners, so you don't get a flat, so you pretty much get contact. So we're going to be using the intermediate pad with it being curved and plastic. So give it a whirl. Got my helper in here today, look. Big man. Hey boss. Eating his crisps. See, I'm going to start with 500. Don't want to do any course because I'll be base coating it straight up. Pretty much. I'm not after perfection on this. There's a few marks in it you'd fill and repair, but let's be honest, I'm not. It's a 58 plate car. I'm not really want that much detail in it, so what I'm going to do will be more than good enough to sell. So yeah, we're going to start with 500. Quick and easy this, guys. Just if you get any bits what you can't get to with a sander, see I've missed a couple of bits down there, a couple of bits there, just go over them, a couple of bits there, just go over them with a scotch, just get so the paint's got a nice key. Other than that, that's took me 10 minutes, so we'll be panel wipe and base that. What we're going to do is mix up some base coat. If you see on these cups, you have different measures, 2 to 1. So that 2 to 1 is for your base coat, and then you have like 10% thinners. So we're going to mix them up. This is what I got. This is 1/4 litre. You mix it to some places mix base coat 2 to 1, some are 1 to 1. So it's usually, I normally do it 1 to 1. But when you do your clear coat, your lacquer, that's usually what your 2 to 1 is. But if you look round again on the cup, you have like 4 to 1. If you can see that, 4 to 1, 2 to 1. 3 to 1. So I'm just going to do it, or if you just want to keep it old school, you can just work it out. So in millilitres. Always good to have one of these, a good old mixing stick with an opener on the end. So this paint cost me £9. This is 1/4 litre. This should be more than enough, and hopefully this should be correct. So 1/4 litre should be 250 ml. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put it all in. That way I know if I do it 1 to 1 we're into 500 ml. We have some medium speedy thinners. Oops. Running low on that, so I'll just grab some more. Seems I'm running out, gents, so I'm gonna have to keep it budget DIY home build. Just gonna have to bust out the standard thinners. This is usually what people refer to as gun wash, but I'm not that bothered. I've used it in plenty of paint jobs and not really had much issue. So what I can do, you see, because there's no hardener in this, if you don't use all the 500, you can chuck it back in the tub. So I went quiet, a bit of concentration going off. And you throw it back in. Just make sure you give it a good old mix. So that's 1-to-1 mix. Thinners. So there's no hardener in this. This is just what we call base coat. Solvent base coat. You can kind of get to see the colour. That looks a lot lighter than what the bumper is, so I'm going to leave that on there now and give the bumper a panel wipe down. That's just it's just pretty much straightforward, but I'll show you. What this does, guys, panel wipe, is if you've done any body work, and obviously when it's sanded it's pretty much matte. If you actually use panel wipe on a cloth and wipe it, and then for that quick few seconds while it's wet before it evaporates, because panel wipe is just basically really mild solvent, just takes any impurities, just make sure you get no reactions. You can get a general idea of what it's going to look like because it fetches the shine back. You see that? One thing I will say is if you get yourself a good gun, I mean this is ready for strip down, but DeVilbiss GTI, I've had this gun. I've obviously buy new pots every now and again, and they're just cheap. 9 quid specials just off eBay. They do screw straight into the DeVilbiss, so don't think you've got to buy DeVilbiss specialist pots. You don't. Like I say, I've had this gun for best part of 9 years. So that's the first coat done. Like I say, guys, it's, you know, a couple of bits. Like I said, a bit there. Could have put a bit of stopper in there, but yeah, that's just first base coat. Sometimes, you know, rather than travelling around everywhere for wanting right colour and then realising it's wrong, and you know, sometimes it's just not worth it. I have had the garage door shut, obviously compressor's a bit noisy, but yeah, that's the last dust coat. So square camera up. See, that's based up alright. That's essentially what we've got left out of that quarter of a litre 250ml. That's after it's been mixed with filler. Now I'm going to keep that bit because there's a few bits that need touching up on the car, and I'll show you that after. Now what we're going to do, we're going to mix some clear coat up. So we're going to mix it at 2-to-1, 10%. However, this goes a really long way, so I'm not going to mix too much up. That's dead on my 2 mark. Always make sure you put lid on. Guarantee if you don't, you'll come to it tomorrow, it'll be rock solid. So then we have a fast hardener. So it's 2 parts clear, 1 part hardener, and between 10 and 20% thinners. So out of a good stuff, so we'll rock it with a standard. There's 15 in there. So that's it, as simple as that. First coat we're going to do is what people call a gripper, which is a light coat. Basically it's a tack coat for the second coat to cling to. So yeah, I'll get this mixed up and I'll come back to you after we've actually got it on the bumper. So yeah, that's first coat of clear on. If you look, you can see it's not smooth. That's what I call a gripper coat, just so I don't plan on giving this 2 coats. I'm just going to give it 1 good coat. Just see it in the light. Yeah, this next coat I'm going to run really low pressure and just hit it with 1 good coat. So I'll show you what that looks like after. Bear in mind guys, I'm not a pro, I'm not a painter, I just have a go. Pretty much guys, that's it. I fixed it inside. That's gun finish. There's not a great deal of shit in there. If any, like I say, you see that mark there, but I didn't want the back bumper to look too good. Reason being, it stands out like a sore thumb, especially on a 11-12-year-old car. But like I said, I'm no pro. If any of you's got any tips where I'm going wrong, you know, just let me know in the comments. But that's took me all in all about an hour and a half. You'd spend that driving about looking for one in the right colour. So what I suggest is, you know, give it a go, give it a whirl. So I'm not even going to flat and polish that. That's going straight on the car. Job done. Looks a lot better. So tidy the car up. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. And thanks for coming back to the channel. Don't forget, always last off, clean the guns. I've stripped them now. I'll clean all the triggers after. But yeah, please, if you like this video, let me know in the comments. I'm up to 600 subscribers so far. Is it 600, 400, 500? I can't remember. But yeah, I'd appreciate if you've liked and subscribed. Let me know if there's any questions you want to ask. But my tip is, give it a go. What's worse can happen? You know? So, cheers guys.